I think that's west. We're gonna find out. Things got turned around a little bit. Yep, we are. We're going west. Alright, so here's the normal stuff. This is done on a phone. You might hear clawing and scratching noises to make certain maneuvers happen. Otherwise, it's held at a wide stance to prevent that from happening, but it comes at the cost of control, such as walking into trees, buildings, pits of death. So I hear a witch, and we're trying to move the player. Very important to move the player when there's a witch and a zombie, as well as the jumping mechanic. I'd like to see that also do its job, which it doesn't like doing. Break. Game really likes to ignore the touchscreen. Does a very good job of that. Anyway, we're not moving the player. I would like an area where I could move. All right, a little more. That's better, and perfect, exactly where I don't want to be. There we go. We have still not got around this. We might eventually get around it. So it is a Tuesday. And the weather is a question mark for today. There's on and off squalls and snow squall and shower activity. Supposedly more off than on, but not quite happening that way at the moment. Or the one I'm actually aiming for, that would be even the better one to break. Okay, we can jump. Okay, yep. No, this way. Alrighty. So I'm not sure how much of this we'll be doing today. We're going to just have to go in the water because it's faster to do that. It's my first break. I don't know if we're going to be doing this again. Like I said, the snow showers are very spotty, so we may or may not have to, and of course we go in the water. That time we didn't need that. That's slowing everything down. I managed to keep it on the ice that time. And what are we doing? A little more this way. course, it'd be nice if I press jump and jump were to happen, not micro jumping, jumping. We move the player. So once again, non-cooperative terrain. Of course, that's how that worked. It wouldn't work any other way. Yep, jump. I didn't swing sword. I pressed jump. How about jump? Hey, a little bit of movement. How about we move the player? Yeah, keep moving. We didn't stop. Nice jump. That time I actually failed to hit the button. All right. Brake. Perhaps the brake button was pressed. Pressing the jump button probably means jumping. Wow, there is no moving. Brake. Nope, want sword. It's also not good at detecting where exactly I'm pushing on the screen. That may be more of a phone thing. Ooh, I jumped twice and it jumped twice. And go. And move the player. That hurts. Yep, we need more of this, so. Brake. Wow, we actually made that. Ooh. Okay. Yep, move. Move. You know, we're on ice, so we're not going to be able to move like that. Okay, now we need to do this. And let's make more of them. Yep, we can move the player. Now I gotta waste the boat a little bit so we can... No, not what I want. Wow, this game is really being very uncooperative. Break. Dave Grohl there, a nice jump there. I'm not sure which way is the best way to go. Well, might be a little off course, but that way, because ice. Make up for some lost distance. Ooh, look at that, a village. We actually needed one pretty badly. And okay, the game just stuttered. I was thinking we stopped moving. It's not doing its job again, which it's famous for doing, is to not do its job. Useless building, hop over 2, there we go. Farmer would be nice. We got a lot to spend. Exact opposite. This village has a lot of deadbeats in it. Incorrect. Hat. Break. Nope. How are we on beds now? Yeah, we got a ways to go. And move the player. Even when there's a slight breeze, this building sounds like it's going to fall apart at any moment. And make weird noises like that. It's not really that bad. Building is not really that airtight. We'll swap that out. I think we're good with the other things. While we're checking, good. Okay, we can't go that way. Move the player. Well, we want break stuff. All right, one more hut. Oh, we got two. And a network. Okay. Bed. And move the player. Oh, wow. It's move the player. All right, yeah, it's time to call it good. We'll boat ourselves here. And then I don't know when. There might be another day that we're going to also be doing this before laundry. So, see whenever it'll be. And we're back. It is Friday. Not sure if, well, actually, I know I'm probably not doing laundry today. I'm visiting my parents. I wanted to do that, but there's a presentation I want to see because I like to do construction videos around the city that I live in. And what their next big building project, which supposedly starting in the summer, is making a brand new version of the grade school I went to. And as always, off hours, go over, see what they're doing and what have not. That's why the high school renovation project ended abruptly and from afar, because I intentionally went and did those updates like in the evening. And to my surprise, as I was recording the video, I happened to have noticed there were kids in school at 6:15 in the evening, so I avoided that area, went on, did my thing. Then when I was done, halfway towards home, I get yanked over by the police asking what the hell I was doing. The state of Massachusetts, the First Amendment is pretty much illegal. Okay, and that shouldn't have happened, but whatever. Back up you go, sleep it off. One mic down, one. Yeah, whatever. Get rid of the not lamb. 50, we're getting close. Pressing. There, okay, it was, I don't know why, but every version of the game, it seems to have a hard time getting the sleep thing to happen. And it's going to be very slow getting out because of that block that got punched out. There we go. Yeah, if the food bar were down, I would keep it. So this has been a weird weather week, and I mean, the Weather Channel even said you gotta look at the forecast every day, because the old adage here in New England is if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. It was pretty much literally just like that this week. And that was a poor jump. Is there a easier way to get around? All right, we're a little low on these, so good enough. And how about over here? There we go. And jump. Yeah. Or is this the one we want? I don't know, but we're going to find out. Let's see. I mean, that kind of worked. Oh, that jump didn't. How about over here? And over here, and... And failed. Okay, a little more. Finally, we can get some movement going. That was a wasted jump. Whatever. Okay, now we're going too far in the other direction. Actually, that's the direction we were fighting against. Of course, as soon as we get a good head of steam, we gotta eat. Whoa, over here. Alrighty. Getting closer and closer to the goal. Hopefully sometime next season, which is Valentine's Day. The Saturday after, should I say. Or the day after. Because they're typically put together on Sundays. So the Sunday after Valentine's Day is the season. Because like I said, when I got so little time on my hands, I have to sacrifice making one of these for an episode of Watch Me Suck at Mini Golf. Break. Alright, can't do that. And we're jumping. We've been doing so good. Now we're gonna not do so good. Alright, we got enough. We'll just do this. How about move the player? And when I press the jump, we kind of jump. Alright, so let's put a bed here. There we go. Or we can do this. Break. Well, we're losing that one anyway. Move the player. Okay, we can go here. Went too far that way. Break. You know what? Let's break these. Gain a couple more building blocks. Yeah, it was smarter to go that way. And drifty drift. Alright, I think we heard some... Okay, we didn't get any more little popping sounds, meaning garbage to get rid of. Ooh, we got a free move, and now we're stuck, and we can jump. No, we can't. Okay, how about this way? Yep. Perfect. Good. Yeah, okay. How about this way? There we go. How about a way to move? Nope. Alright, that helps. Nope, this break. Yeah, we need the room to jump, so those go two. I was going to take a hit no matter what. Okay, that may have been a... No, may not have been a poor mistake. Granted, we're going to have to do a little leaf removal. break. I gotta keep an eye on the clock as we see a village. Oh, it's a project village. That was called stupid. Wasn't a very big drop though, and there's a smithy right there. So yeah, we might want to visit the village. As much of a pain as it's gonna get, try to get to it. Now how about the blocks that I want? There we go, line ourselves up. Can move a little more this way. Good, we're lined up with solid blocks again. And move the player, there we go. Oh, we gotta cross some stuff. There we go, village. I saw the smithy. Just a little easier to do it that way. Might be slower, but easier. Anything good? Are we... No, we just did not get those. Not exactly helpful. I mean, we're good in those in that department there. Great there. A little bit of help there. Full there. What I think we can do is get rid of this and get another bed. That was a stupid bet. Yeah, how do we get down from here? Well, and we can move the player. I gotta keep an eye on the clock at this point. Unlike my regular breaks, if I run my lunch break too long, I lose money. Still hit the deck hard. And nothing here. Useless building, and we're not moving the player. Fell through the world, because, yeah, that's how it works. Alright, the sun is setting, so you're not helping me. Another sheep down there. Alright, so we don't have too much time left. Probably need to move. That works. Fortunately, they broke the iron golems in Bedrock where they're not able to get you if you accidentally hurt the villagers. He's on his bed, yet somehow he's unable to sleep. Gotta love the precision errors. Yeah, I pressed swing the sword. How come we're not? Literally just goes right through. Whoa, stop. It didn't want to jump. All right, let's see if we can squeeze a little extra distance out. We're almost at 6.8 million. It's not going to happen in this segment. As close as we are. As I literally only have a few minutes left at most. Just creating a little extra distance so we get there a little sooner. In fact, less than 1,000 blocks away. We can move this way. I say we do get a massive village shortages at times, so get the wool because we sometimes don't see villages for a very long time. And we can move the player. Bad spot to start. All right. I'm gonna put the boat there. Shove off from here after, I think it will be washer dryer phase. See you then. And we're back. Alright, it did pay to go this way, I think. Alright, there we go. Washer dryer phase. It's Sunday, the day that I normally put these together. I was visiting my parents. When you're my age and they're still alive, visit them as reasonably frequently as you can. They live a little far away from me, so it's not like I can visit them every week, which I used to do when they lived nearby. But I go there every month, typically at the beginning, unless there's a birthday or a family event or something like that. Yeah, I guess we'll go this way because that's starting to fill in. So I definitely was not energetic enough to, there we go, do this during this Saturday evening where I normally do these. It's good that I went this way. And we waggle the boat back and forth. I know I've mentioned it a few times, but there are people that don't quite get that this isn't poor control of the boat. You've got to waggle it in order to move it. Because if you're not doing at least 5 blocks per second in speed, you're not going to move, which is why we have to waggle back and forth. And it's just, speaking of, and in the little thing, there we go. Alright, we have some diamonds, which we got. So that'll be our next sword. And I guess I was moving too much that way. So we made it to the 6,800 kilometer block. Now the question is, will we make it to 6,900 before the season is over? I don't think that's a possibility. So I'm not sure if, I gotta look at the calendar, if next week is the last episode before Valentine's Day. As I said, because this is the only, when I do these, this is the only time I have to watch me suck at mini golf together. I sacrificed one of these episodes to do that. I went back and looked to see when this Bedrock edition of One Way started, and it was the Saturday after Valentine's Day, so that's the marker for the season, so that we know when it ends and when it begins. As I was saying, I think I said it, very highly unlikely that we were going to reach the 7 million or 7,000 kilometer block before that happened, but 68 and change isn't terribly far off. I mean, it's a bit. I mean, we might get another 25k in, and then we might get total between now and the next episode, we might get kinda somewhat close to the 6,900 kilometer block, 6.9 million. The hope is that by the end of next season that we have reached, I should be looking down when I see a void that I can't see, because is it just a gradual step down, or is it into a pit of death? Which has happened more than I care for. And when things go perfect like that, a little extra distance. We have not had any warm weather this January. I mean, well, we actually did, but it was very few and far between, and junk there. So, February, they're saying it's supposed to be warmer than average. We could definitely use that. My oil tank is reminding me that it's been a very cold January. I can only imagine how low it would be if the original furnace, when I bought the house, was still here. Because in 10 days, it was already down to 3/4. I should get more than 2 months out of the tank. Well, I mean I will, but I like to get it filled at 3/8. Reason is that they like to do an absolute minimum when it comes to how much they're wanting to fill a tank without charging extra. For some reason they like doing that, and that's not just the company that I get my oil from. It's from any company here in the United States that I know of. If you don't meet a minimum, they will charge you X amount. So I try to ballpark it right about the absolute, almost the absolute minimum that I won't get charged extra for their inconvenience of sending someone over and delivering less than what they want. And like I said, that's more or less every company around here that does that. It's kind of crap. In fact, I'm going to look at it now, and it's heading towards the 5/8 mark. 20 days. Well, that, I think the float's a little fast in the beginning anyway, because the tank is rounded at the top and at the bottom. Okay, that's... Yeah, we can press the button, make me move. Well, we can't get across. Can't get away from it. Well, actually, we can move the player. Alright, our angle is a little off. That would explain why it was a little hard to get going. Place. And of course I want to try to keep my view straight forward, because if it's not, then the boat appears to be going in a skewed direction and a little hard to control. The straighter the better. So again, it's putting Watch Me Suck at Bowling together while I do the washer phase, and it's almost done when it's time to do it's time to put everything in the dryer. I mean, usually when I'm doing this on Sundays, I will put the dryer stuff into the dryer but not start it. Wait for Watch Me Suck at Bowling to finish processing, check the video to make sure it's good or good enough. If there's some minor mistakes or minor glitches that we don't know how to fix and can't do anything about. Like the one video where at Gardner 10 pins, the pin cam was about a half second behind the bowler cam. No idea how it happened, because in the editor it was all synchronized, but not in the final product. Always gotta check the final product. It was minor enough, I just let it live. And I could just do a simple thing like add a little extra black screen at the end of the video and somehow that's enough to magically fix things. I've had videos where the sink went way out in the final product, and all I did was removed an unnecessary bit, and it was fine. It's just weird how every now and then something is just wrong enough that it screws up a video. So the bowling videos are usually short enough that I just watch them through, but then even the long specials, which I haven't done a special in years, but I would sit through and watch the whole thing to be sure that it's good, as there's a lot of editing. Versus these where I just slap the segments in together, and we are trying to avoid that like the plague. Mountain's bad. Not mountain's good. I mean, this is okay. I mean, we don't know, but behind this we might have a clearing or might not. Oh, and there's our friend Mr. Furnace now. It goes off way too often. We are past the 256 point and it is filling in, so we're just gonna come in on this lower section. In fact, we got a little inlet here. Let's waggle our way into that. Alright, how about forward? Forward. Is this enough? Okay, yeah, it is. But again, it's Waggleville. But it's getting us to where we're going. Okay. We're past 256 on the Z-axis. But, I mean, we've been past 1,000 blocks in either direction before, but the closer we stay towards zero, as crazy as it sounds, it actually does make forward progress east and west just a hair easier. There's just enough precision error. Yeah, we're not going to get in that. It works the other way. Because of the north-south precision in terms of blocks, we can actually fit in a one-block gap heading north-south on a boat. And the jump button didn't work that time. It worked the other times. My finger did not move from the position where they did. Yeah, you know what? I'm realizing it might not be the phone. This game likes to ignore commands. And did we jump over something stupid? Not really, I guess. Yeah, when the jump button doesn't work and you jump over something stupid, which has happened, it's not pretty. Oh. Not a fan of these short trips, but village. It'll help us get our Z coordinate close to 0 again. Well, closer. We're still, well, most of the village might be still past the 256 point. Or maybe not. I'm so not good at figuring that part out. How much it takes. Alright, so we're just going to duck in the first house and sleep here. Okay, we're a half block off. There we go. Hello. You don't have anything I'm interested in, so we're going to make this our freebie. Even though he's right next to his bed, the precision errors are enough that somehow he's unable to move. Alright. 1, 2. Perfect. How many beds do we need? 1. 1 too far. And that's a useless building. Never mind. Ooh. Farmer. Good. Now... Thank you, Mr. Farmer. And we have all the beds that we can carry. We are also going to kill this sheep. We are still trying to get to the magic number of 63 wool. And we are currently sitting at 54, which isn't bad, but I'd like to do better. Is there a smithy up here? The answer is no. So I actually do, I know I mentioned it before, I do have other Minecraft shows that I just say, being a homeowner and the only time I have to do things is during the weekend, which is usually when I can do these Let's Play videos. I just haven't had time. So if you miss Watch Me Suck at Minecraft, I do want to get that back online. I'm getting close enough now that I could just... Oh, I don't want to see that, but look, we got a throughway. And we're pretty close to 0 at this point. Close to 0 is anything under 200 either direction on Z. Obviously, we're not going to be anywhere near that on X, because that's the direction we're trying to go as far as we can. Ocean Monument, thank goodness we're far enough away from that. So yeah, Watch Me Suck. Also the 50th birthday world. I have not stopped doing that. I've just got mega projects going on. And I have recorded segments of one of the mega projects. It's just a matter of time in terms of actually getting that going. So I mean, I have a chunk of the project more or less completed. A small chunk of it. But then on top of that, there's other mega projects in which connect to the mega projects I'm working on. So you haven't seen much of that because it's just massive undertakings. If I were one that were making a living off YouTube, or I hit the lottery and I can retire and just sit home and play Minecraft the whole day, like those big YouTubers do, then I can get a lot of these mega projects done in relatively somewhat decent time. I also can't seem to get the live stream thing to work on. I mean, it might have been fixed, or there was a setting I wasn't aware of that suddenly became a thing in OBS. Although recording a video is still not a problem. At least you get to see something under the ocean. I know YouTube compression kind of wrecks it a little bit. Although now I've adopted, I said I wasn't going to do it after the first time, but I decided I'll stick with keeping this 60 frame per second thing going because, I said I was going to do it. And if the videos are running a lot longer, like we get into those 3.5, 4.5, and yes, sometimes 5.5 hour runs that we get, those I would just save directly to the backup hard drive. And because I don't know why, but the laptop that I bought, they were a bit stingy on the size of the solid state drive. The machine's a little old for a gaming laptop, but for what I'm doing, it's just fine. Deserts, we like that. Now I try to stay on the deserts if I can. I know that's kind of going against trying to go fast, but if we get lucky for a change, a desert temple might have some really good loot in it, and we can actually progress with much better equipment. And the only thing we really need, got a village, but I don't know if I really want to go there, but we'll do some retrograde here. Not going to be able to tell if there's a smithy in there or not. Unless I put it at the extremes, and I don't see a smithy there, so. Yeah, they have smithies have a very obvious stone exterior that sticks out. We can. Let's drop down first, because I don't trust the jump button. Nice jump. I literally was pressing the button. I was saying, I also noticed that it might not be a phone thing, which I always thought might have been part of it, but yeah, I noticed when I was working on said mega project on the 50th birthday world yesterday, quite a few times I pressed jump, and even on Windows 10 it didn't want to do it. So that seems to be a Bedrock thing. Doesn't like to work. And there's a desert temple with no real quick way to get there. Oh, but we got that way over there. What I'm going to do is stay back, so as it gets dark, hopefully, I mean, there shouldn't be any monsters forming in there. We got the simulation distance to at 4 chunks. 1. And pretty much the only reason to keep the file size down as we go along, because we'd be purging the world a lot. Now on my 50th birthday world, I have it set to 12, which is roughly what Java edition is. So imagine how quickly these things will get to a gig every time I play it. I am 1 away, but we need this. So we can go 1, 2, in we go. I don't like how dark it is in there. And we put one here just to play it safe. Look around just to play it safe. Got 2 of those. More iron, that can be a good thing. Garbage there. Me. Whoa, don't jump. Okay, just a jump. I mean, that's not going to hurt. But it's also not good that we could jump onto the pressure plate, then we're screwed. And we can place. Yeah, okay, we can get out. Yeah, a little bit of a Dave Grohl there. And that was a useless jump. And that jump did nothing. Well, that wasn't terribly useful. Oh, and we already made 10,000. So we're at 6810. Washer phase is getting close. It's draining the water once more. And it will spin dry. There it goes. And then it'll be done. And another village. We will need to replace 1 bed, so we will definitely stop by for at least that. And we can jump. I don't want to be around you trying to turn. Oh, we got a smithy. Is it any good? Well, that's a dumb answer, I guess. Anyway, we need a bed. I think we got it. No, we didn't. It fell through the world. This village is a pain. And we can move the player. I know we can get a bed. Let's try again. There's a bed. And we can move the player. Big push. Big push. Another desert temple. So much for the big push. But desert temples are important if they actually have loot that we can use. Eat. Move the player. There we go. Alright, we prematurely stopped. And one more. Garbage. Normally, in a regular... That's not garbage. That's not garbage. Normally that stuff is the best thing you could ever possibly find in the history of the game, but... not in this objective. Let's make a... oh, we can make two of them. Alright, I guess boat out. Or we... let's see. Yeah, we'll go over there. Or over here, because negative 350, not a good number. Let's see. Oh yeah, right here. You got a good shove-off point. All right, we can shove off to the right. Once we start dryer phase. Yeah, the timing kind of sucked then. Yeah, we are obviously back in its dryer phase. But sometimes the timing is what it is. We got a jungle. Can we escape it? Well, we got a little bit of desert here, but that ends pretty fast. Out of the boat. No, out of the boat. Good idea. Now it is. Now we didn't sleep under it anyway. And is that above the ground? Yes, it is. And we can jump when we're under something. That's why we couldn't jump. All right. That makes sense. I know sometimes that kind of happens. Boat. Oh, it's a pain in the butt to get to, so yeah, we're not gonna. I see that it continues that way, but we're quite a bit off in this direction. Also, bag. There we go. Placing over there, as we can. Perfect. Very nicely done. I'm going to get bit going that way. Alright, in a few minutes the dryer is going to get hot and the air in here is going to be significantly better. Faster to do it that way. Pressing the X might help if that might help it go faster too. Press X and action happens. Nice second hit. I swung at the sheep. I should have. Oh, mountains. Get away from them. And we can't move. roof, but do this to get started. Oh, so close, but we can make it happen. Especially if we clear this bit. So alright, we can jump when jump is pressed. Move. A little further would be nice. So, boat, yep, board. No, it doesn't work that way. Heading north and south, the one block gap is doable because of the precision errors, as I've mentioned before. Yeah, I'm going to retrograde a little bit. How about we move the player. Actually, this is okay if we move along. Good, that's good. Kept it moving, just in case there were any hissy boomy things that were aligned with us. They cannot move north and they can move north and south just fine. East and west, they don't move fast enough. So if they were within a few blocks east and west of where we were, then they can be a problem. Not so much if further than that. Which means things are going to get interesting past 8.3 million and change. And as I've always said, once we get close to that number, try to give the exact number at that point. We're going to have to actually know it because we're going to have to stop right at that point. Might even pause the video and sleep the night there so that we will have our starting point, the point of no return. Unless we die within the amount of space in which we don't have to purge the world, which is probably a likely thing. the slightly further island, unless something pops up, which I don't think it is, looking at the terrain that's generating under the ocean. How are we doing on wool? 57. We're getting close to our... aiming at 63. So when we hit our next major lull in villages, we will be able to make our own beds for quite a while. Well, a little bit, actually. Because we have to start killing sheep again in order to keep hopes alive. Hopes and dreams alive. As long as I don't make a major mistake like destroy the bed that I used to save, which occasionally happens when visiting a village. I try to destroy the bed and I accidentally set it as my, spawn point. Or if I die and we're desperate, take the bed that we spawn in and try to move that much further along and then place it down. That's another way that things can go horribly wrong and game over. However, a glitch will not be an accepted method of game over. If I did everything correctly and somehow I wind up back at spawn, that's where the backup file comes in. However, if I legitimately screwed up and lost all progress, then it is what it is. It's game over. We had fun. Oh, jeez. It's doing exactly what I don't want it to. Let's just see what it does. Does it keep going to the right, or do we have a finish? Because we're past the 256 mark. Alright, it looks like it ends. And then it continues building itself. But we have mountains. We don't want the mountains. Plus, the closer we keep it to 0 the whole way, Alright, actually over here might be a little faster. The closer we keep it to 0, is also the faster we get to where we're hopefully going to get to. The secondary objective is at least the 8.3 million and change. The last block that we can move on our own. So it does get interesting after that. No. Yeah. Not the best of scenarios, but it works. And random swing there. And random let's not jump when jump up is pressed there. And brought our way back to Later here. Or closer. Under the 256 point, so yeah, 120, from 120 to 255 is insignificant. When you look it up, just in normal play, 256 is where you start to see movement issues, although it's relatively, right, you gotta do some extreme things to make it not work. Like, I think it's you can eat at the same time. Mushroom Island, if those show up during a sunset, barring any lush caves that are open at the surface, those do not spawn monsters and is safe territory during the night. We've done it, I think, once. And it was a fairly large island, so we were able to get a little extra movement in the day. I mean, we did it a second time, but it was ultra short. It was like the sun just barely set and reached the end. But one of them was useful, so good. Alright, the dryer should be getting pretty warm right now. And shoot some nice warm air into the building. It does not vent outside, which is something I would like to have done. Although I'd like it to be, say, switchable. During the hot summer months, have it vent outside. During the cold winter months, just leave it venting inside, so that during the cold months we can get some nice, heat up the basement a little bit. We're going not very far here. This isn't too bad. Yeah, we're gonna have to climb some mountains. I mean, if it's a slow and steady ascent, that's fine. How about not micro jumping? Let's see. Neither answer really works, so yep, jump. Okay, I missed the button. Although it actually worked for some reason. A little more. There you go. A little more. Now we can retrograde a little bit for that. A little bit more. Well, a little too much, but not enough to hurt. But ultimately, we can move forward. Jump. A little more. There we go. Okay, a little too much sideways there. Well, I did a stupid. Once again, I'm thinking about something that I see on Facebook and said something out loud that definitely is not material that I want on this channel. I mean, when I say on my private accounts are one thing and there's no secret, but I don't want that stuff on my friendly YouTube channel. So again, I said the silent part out loud, and of course all I had to do was stop the video and not the game, but of course I stopped the game, and of course not in a boat or after a sleep, which meant it was quite possible that I was not on a half-block increment and could have died. However, it's a little less scary now that they figured out how to... Nice jump. I'm glad the jump button did its job. Maybe it should try that next time. And move the player. There we go. Yeah. Move the player. We'll do this. And we have a village. So there's nothing really out this way. I see buildings, so... How many beds do we need? We're pressing buttons. We need 4. Then we get sheep. Okay, one more position. One more position. There we go.
Huh?
Nope, I want door. Door. Nope, want bed. We are not in bad enough shape to need the apple. Jump. You are not a helpful villager. And this way. Alright, there's nothing really useful here, although... yeah, that building's kind of useless. This one is not. Sometimes I think it is, though. Through the floor it goes. We fell short by 2. We got junk to get rid of. So, junk. And maybe let's make it a little more colorful. Because we can. And move the player. We've already rated those. We didn't rate this one. Maybe this bed will actually go in inventory. There we go. I think. The volume is very low. I cannot hear it. As if I put it where I can hear it, then you're gonna hear extremely loud, distorted audio, and it will be very unpleasant. And we don't want to keep going. Not that we would have got hurt, but it would have not been good. White animal, but not the correct thing. Alright, food first. And move the player. Oh, actually, we don't want to go to food. We're at 60. We need 3 more. 64 is a bit of a waste. It's not going to hurt anything. Dave Grohl it there. Almost Dave Grohled it there, but didn't. Let's see if it's continuing or not. Looks like the water that way goes a little further, so further good. It's actually pretty good right there. Only to get junk. Turn. Good. Another good transition. Might have been a sheep that went by, but you know, we're not going to hit every single one of them. Alright, this is relatively flat, so yeah, let's one more. There we go. That's good right there. And let's see. It's a nice thing about being out this far is bamboo doesn't stop your progress. There we go. And that was the hope, is that if we stop at that little bit, we're going to have to get rid of this block. Which, of course, getting is a good thing. And no, over here. More than one position. A little bit of yaw there, so we weren't going to move. Nice jump. Glad that you ignored that. This game's really good at not recognizing commands, and I mean, like I said, I've noticed it. Same thing in Windows 10. I was paying close attention to be sure. Oh, cool feature. Let's go under it. Ah, no. I think only twice we found cool features we could just go under and continue our happy little adventures. Alright, so, yeah, over here. Move the player. Bed. Torch. Sleep. Good. Put down the torch when it's getting a little too dark for our own comfort here. Okay, we're getting close to the 6820 kilometer block. So, yep, I verified that indeed the next episode is the end of the current season. I forget how many it is. I think this might be season 4. Yeah, I gotta go back and look at the playlist. The first episode on the playlist is missing, but it does exist on the channel. So that's one of those you gotta search out, because once you go far into adding videos, it becomes a major pain, and I think once you get about a page length videos in, it's pretty much impossible to position it in the correct spot. So we're way beyond that. And of course there was the first attempt at one way, which I thought the farlands were still a thing, but weren't. But we were going for the 30 million border, but that wouldn't be a thing because the way Java works, or the way the Java version works, I think somehow because of the way you're still always connected to your spawn chunks, when you purge the world, which is a lot harder to do in Java, you usually wind up wrecking it, which is why I always have backups, especially when purging. Although purging here in Bedrock is a lot easier. Although the lost database gets bigger, therefore how long we can go between purges gets shorter. And move the player. Good enough. Great for the normal game, not so good for the objective at hand. We did used to use the nether. The precision got a little too, I mean, it wasn't horribly bad, but the way the nether is and how janky all the islands are, it's too risky, and more often than not, it actually slowed progress down rather than make it happen. And in some cases, spawned over giant lava oceans, and you can't see them until you step out of the portal, which is annoying. Needless deaths. So we probably would be at 7 million now if we actually didn't bother with the Nether. Hindsight is 20/20, as they say. Don't go in an extreme angle, because again, there is some speed difference between straight and, or is there? Oh yeah, there is a slight difference between going at a sharp angle and this. And movement is way faster going east and west now because of how far we are. So it does make a difference, which is why we try not to go at a sharp angle if we can avoid it. And we did cross the 6820 kilometer block, and I wasn't paying attention. It's just turning into a nightmare, so not going that way. Sheep. There we go. Another sheep. Again, pretty close. 2 sheep. We're moving the player. We're moving the player. There we go. 61. 62 and 63. We don't need to kill sheep now. We can make 21 beds. So we could go, in terms of our normal inventory, which we can't truly see because we're in a boat. Its inventory looks different in a boat. So what we can do, if I remember, is eat what's left of the raw mutton, and we're good there. Of course we have to spawn next to that. We're still gonna have to do this. I'm just gonna put the boat here. This, I might have been able to go a little further. Alright, we got darkness here, so we'll torch there. Bed here. Pressing the button. So now we get all the wool we need until we have to use it. So we're hoping, like I said, I know people skip around these because it's long and tedious, but I'm hoping that we can get to a point at the end of this season next week, and the terrain will be cooperative enough that we can reach the end of the walkable amount of terrain that we can travel. And again, if we get there without screwing it up, like I say, a technical glitch where something shouldn't happen is not an end game. If I know if I actually do something wrong, then oh boy, why am I tired? Probably because I'm used to doing this at night, not during the day, and this is a project village. Yeah, we're not gonna be going up there. Useless building, so we're gonna move this way. Well, we didn't want to jump, but we did. Far, move the player, good. Alright, so 6, 12, 15, sometimes 16, maybe even sometimes 17 beds we keep in inventory so that we have a supply. And we get enough for 21, so one and a half of what we normally stock. So when we get to that point, again, get to the very edge, we'll probably just... Oh, we didn't. Are we full? Yes, we are. That would be a reason. Okay, I didn't need that. And we can jump. Ooh, well, I hit the wrong button, but wrong button okay. Alright, we can move forward a little bit. See, I know it seems silly to just do it like this, but as you can see, we're making the bigger number bigger by doing that, and that's our whole thing, is to make it bigger and keep making it go bigger. I mean, every now and then we do have to go backwards a little bit, but the whole point, more or less, is to keep going this way and make that negative number very big. 8.3 million and change, at the very least, we hope. Like several episodes ago when we pressed it a little too far and wound up with the I forget what the frozen skeletons are called. We were not able to escape, and that might have been a game over. But we were able to make it work. Well, technically, shouldn't become one. Okay, that sword's gonna go away soon. And a little more this way. Again, we're kind of just trying to moving. Rains, we gotta look, because thunderstorms don't work like they're supposed to. Thunderstorms, the skies are supposed to turn very dark gray and the clouds are practically black. That doesn't work like that anymore. I think looks like it goes, yeah, it's easier this way. And that's how we got into that problem with the frozen skeleton creatures that I forget the names of. Husks, no, the husks are the desert ones. The, not husks, those. This way. Failure. Okay, how about we move the player? One thing I do miss about the old furnace is that the old mercury bulb thermostat, it would allow the house to warm up enough that it would be 4 degrees off, and you have a 4-degree fudge factor in which it would turn on. But with the fancy digital thermometers and their precision, it's sometimes a bit of a drawback. We're just trying to get rid of some of this stuff. Looks like we avoid a mountain this way. I mean, it's not really a mountain, it's a rather large hill. Pressing the button. Oh, that came out of nowhere. Why did I do that? Okay, move the player. And like I said, it seems pointless, but we're making the bigger number bigger. Dare we say we can try and reach the 6830 kilometer block? Okay, a little more doable here. The food. Although I could have just used up some mutton just to get rid of it. Keep forgetting that's the sound of fish flapping around on the surface. It sounds like I'm getting attacked. Alright, it's worth going that way because big expanse of easy going. looks like it's getting closed off, so we'll just disembark here. Actually, yep, that's the one we actually want to look at right now. We have 7 diamonds, so that could definitely use that. Break. Now I got a sword that lasts a lot longer. Another village. Yeah, we can do this so we don't have to pull out the boat. Save durability on the sword. I'm stepping on something. We need... Well, if you got a chest, we can dump the mutton and we can get 2 beds. And over, you got a bed. Might just go bye-bye mutton. And pick up and move the player. Pick up another bed. Close. Move the player. There we go. Of course it goes through the world. Fall through the world this time. There we go. And we have useless stuff. So again, we'll pop this up to get rid of that. Got it. Yes. How about this? We don't want to hit the villager. The villager did nice things. Go. Okay, we yawned a little too much. Of course, we try to jump if the distance and the pitch of the terrain is relatively minimal, so we can keep forward momentum. Unless we're aiming for water, then press our luck there. this way. And stop there. And go here. Go. Alright, it's getting too chancy at this point, so... just change the colors a little bit, as we can. Of course, we could always move the player in the direction we're pointing. I mean, we need a bed, but I don't know if we're that desperate. Move the player. Duck is on. There's our bed. And sword. Nothing special here. Good thing you stalled. We didn't need to jump there. Eat. Regular village. Move the player. There we go. These are the ones that tend to have the smithies if they are. You can move the player. There you go. Just move the player. Couldn't be easier. How are we doing on the... Oh, those, yeah. Well, good enough. I don't see anything special there. Move the player. Another relatively seamless transition. Heading towards the 6830 kilometer block. And where within it we will fall before the game is over for today, if we make it there. Oh, we'll see. Waggle the boat so we can avoid that. Things are getting a little jerky. It's not like there's anything complicated up here. Maybe under the ocean surface there's something complicated. Maybe there's one. Actually, it shouldn't exist. I was gonna say the deep dark cities. Those are supposed to be under mountains. So maybe a trial chamber is under there. I hate moving this number bigger, but looks like we might have to go this way. It looks like it's increasing a little less over time. Brake. Been doing pretty good with that. Brake. Now you're not going to work. Actually, it was good that that jump failed. And boat. Oh, we had to put it way out there, didn't we? Alright, a little more progress. That's not bad, as always. We're jumping. Placing the boat underwater doesn't work. Alright, let's go to that island. That island. You know, this one I'm trying to point at? Alright. Up here. Bed. Make it next one a yellow bed. There we go. Alright, we're getting pretty close to 6830. Mountains. Boo! Don't want that. And over the 256 mark we go. If it means we get better terrain, so be it. Oh, that was a dumb jump. Dave Grohl there. Missed the mark there. Go. Less than 500 to go. funny, I was on that block. Why did we break the other one? Move the player. Take a boat just to get across. Just to do that. Almost. One more. Move the player. And there we are, 6830 kilometer block. At this point, I will look at the dryer timer and see how much time we got left when the sun sets and we sleep. See how many more sleeps we have. So how deep into the 6830 kilometer block are we going to get? These are a mixed bag, these kind of biomes here. This spruce forests. They can be easy, they can be a major pain. And they could have those bushes that are a major pain. Well, it's not going to last very long because we're already out. And we hit the jump button when we didn't want to. Come on. How about we stay on this block and jump? There we go. That way we make progress. And that was unlikely. We tried. than I thought. Yeah, so we're gonna have to make a platform, sort of. That'll be fine. Boat can go. Okay, we can move one position. There we go. Boat can go there. Because it might be a detriment for the trees. You know, making a canopy that makes it a little darker. Put that torch there. And off we go. And I forgot to look. Oh, we got time. I think 3 more sleeps, actually. Oh, no, not that. This stuff's good. That stuff, not good. Speed zones are good. But we let me go the way of the... Wow, an opening. Who would have thought? Getting way over the 256 mark, but... gets us moving, that's fine. Exciting ocean. So 3 more sleeps, and that'll be it for this episode. And that's why waggling the boat is important. Sometimes it feels weird when I'm playing the 50th birthday world, is I'm moving the boat and I can move in any direction of freedom I want, whereas you're kind of limited here. 15% battery! Well, if it gets to 5, then we're just going to have to cut it at that point. That has happened. I wonder if the 100% charge that the phone had isn't really 100%. As I do notice, it seems to be different. If it reaches 100% and I unplug it pretty much right then and there, that 15% warning when doing this comes up pretty much when I'm almost done the run for the day. I got 15 minutes to go, and I have it on airplane mode so that the battery would last longer. So I got 64. Let's just waste one there, but well, that actually worked out. And we can hit the jump button. That might help him jump. And that's a big, it's a way out. Nice transition. Actually, it seems to be okay in this area. Comes one sleep. Nice jump. How about jump now? Ooh, opening. Of course we missed it. And blew that one. Blew that one. Move. Move. Oh, ooh, tough hit. 2 to go. Provided that we get there. It all depends on that battery. Move the player. The surprising thing, I don't know if it's not a thing in the Android version or it's a positive integer thing, but since 2.1 million in that area, mountains were supposed to disappear and become giant voids filled with lava and strange monolithic structures, and everything's normal. As much as I hate the mountains when it comes to this particular objective, it's probably actually better off that they're there. Instead of having a large swath of land being cut off and have to do major backtracking or death defrying. Well, you fall in the lava, that's kind of what it is. Death defrying. Death-defying bridge building. Although out this far with the precision errors, it's easy to bridge build north and south because you can't move fast enough east and west to fall off. Unless a skeleton or some other enemy hits you that can do knockback faster than 5 blocks per second, which skeletons can. So again, another exciting ocean, but we're just getting that much closer and closer. So I have some ideas on how to go beyond the 8.3 million. Like I said, so long as the last bed remains that we've slept in on solid ground. I might actually put it a block away from that point, just so that, or more than that, just so that we don't spawn on the wrong side. We were supposed to, I think, spawn northern closest block, but sometimes that's not a thing and it does something else. So maybe a few blocks away. At that point, plan on making a chest put away all the beds. Because at that point we no longer need them, because if we sleep, we will fall through the world and die. Because beyond that 8.3 and change, it's 1 block precision. And if we are not mounted to something that is a block in size or wider, dead for the world. I don't get why I'm so tired. Like I said, probably because I'm so used to doing this at night. That over there is a bit much. That's too much. Alright, are we just making matters worse? Let's see if we can grab extras. Or how about this? 64. Pressing, 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 jump. Close, but no cigar there. Alright, actually we might want to. Alright, we overshot it a little bit. This way. And jump. It's not a big pit there, but it's enough that we want to go Dave Grohling. Oh, we're at that point. So, well, the sun's setting, so alright, I'm not going to be able to see because the display gets really dark to try to prevent the battery from dying while it's in use. We can place. I'll place one over here. There we go. and one over here, because we can. So, I'm going to call it now, because of battery. 6,838,321. We could have done it. And this is one way. George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed, and have a good one. We're going to have to sleep this one off camera.